Yo, back at you. Another video about to roll up out of here, hit these streets in the ATL. You know, it's another Friday, so you know it's gonna be a little crazy with the traffic here in the ATL, and this is kind of typical here. You know, Fridays is usually a lot more traffic than usual, I would say. You know, but I didn't want to do this video to talk about traffic. I really wanted to do this video to talk about some of the things that I been hearing and seeing, particularly online. But this is pretty standard what I hear from successful people, or especially successful men, and even myself at one point. And now there's different levels when it comes to being successful, no doubt about it. But even at one point, I was doing things and I didn't really know why it was happening. And this is what I hear from a lot of successful guys, men and women, but especially men. A lot of guys are doing things. Think about the best of the best in any field, whether it's fitness, top sales guy, the best plumber in town, the top real estate agent in your town, the best bank in your town. I can go on and on. But people don't know, most people can't really, most guys can't really explain how it happened. Now they know how it happened, but they can't really explain it. They can't give you like a step by step, like 1, 2, 3. We did this on this day. I did this 2 weeks later. I did this 3 months later. You can't really, they don't really understand the psychology behind their success. A lot of people don't, because they're too busy doing whatever they're doing. And so this is why you have to be careful when you take advice from a lot of these guys. Because if you walk up to the average guy, let's say you walk up to a guy that's respected in your neighborhood or in your city, or it could be your next door neighbor, and you might see him, you watch him, women come to his house all the time, women come to his apartment all the time. Every time you see him, he got a girl. And you're trying to figure out, hey man, how the hell, I'm sitting over here, I ain't had a woman in 6 months since this pandemic. Or maybe you ain't had none since the pandemic popped off a year ago. But you see this dude, he got a new woman, he got a different woman every week. and 2 regulars that come over every month. So you walk up to him and say, yo, how do you do what you do? How did you become successful? How did you get good with the ladies? He might say something like, man, I just talk that talk, man. I smile, dress good, look good, smell good, and that's it. He'll say something just like that. And I work hard. He'll say something just like that. And he's not wrong for saying that. I believe him when he say he work hard, he dress good, look good, smell good, talk good. I believe him when he says that. But there's another part to him that he's not aware of. See, a lot of these guys, and even some women, don't understand why people are attracted to them. They don't know why. You can take the top athlete, the best, your favorite quarterback, or whoever you think the best quarterback is of all time. Or it don't even matter. They don't know why people are attracted to them. They don't know why. They just say, hey man, I work hard, I play hard, I practice hard, and when it's game time, everything is natural. My hard work and dedication takes over during the game. They'll say something like that. And they're right. They're not wrong when they say that. That's what they're doing for real. But that same guy, if he tries to, if you take advice from him, he tries to coach, he'll fail when it comes to coaching. He'll fail because he doesn't understand why people are attracted to him and why he really became successful. They don't, and they don't really take time to figure it out because they don't have to. They're too busy trying to be great. That makes sense. Just like the top guy, top sales guy, or the guy in the neighborhood that smashing all the girls, that got a new girl every time you see him. 9 times out of 10, he don't have no game. He don't understand female nature, the psychology between the sexes. He never had to think about it because the girls are always around. Look, if I'm the best of the best in my field, if I'm one of the best in my field, let's say I'm one of the best in the NFL, or one of the best for a company that I work for, and a woman, this crazy text all of a sudden, and a woman knows this, she kind of assumes that before she even comes through the door, this guy's gonna be on some other shit. She knows she's gonna have to do something different to get on his radar and stay on his radar. knows she's gonna have to probably do something she never done before. I remember Floyd Mayweather said something. Maybe it wasn't Floyd Mayweather. Maybe it was somebody else. He said something like, if I want 10 cars and I can afford to get 10 cars, I'm getting the 10 cars. So he said, if I want 10 women, and if I can afford to have 10 women, I'll have 10 women. I'll have basically more than one woman. That's what he was trying to say. That was the whole point, right? So these women know before they come in through the door that this guy probably wants to have a threesome from time to time. She knows she ain't gonna be the only one. I don't know too many guys that got money, that got clout, either or sometimes both. That's a quote high value man. I don't like that phrase, but let's just use it for this illustration. I don't know too many guys that got it going on like that have one woman. Yeah, they might have the main girl at the house, but there's another woman somewhere. You can call them side chick, you call her whatever you want to call her. You can be the main woman or the other woman. You call it whatever you want to call it. I don't know too many guys like that. You know? And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Most guys that have money, clout, status, they'll exercise their options from time to time. I already know that. I was raised around, I went to school with athletes, football players and basketball players. So I know how things go. I understand how things can happen. And I've been to these mansion parties, so I know how things go. You know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I talked about this in the past on my Patreon. So go to my Patreon, you can hear all about it, the underworld. So my Patreon is SharpGame. It's patreon.com/SharpGame, or just click the link below. I talk about the underworld and all the parties and things that go down. You can hear all about that on my Patreon. But the whole point of me doing this video is, it's probably not a good idea to take advice from a guy that's very successful, because he doesn't really have to understand game. Now, check this out. There's another side to that. If the guy doesn't understand game, sometimes that leaves him vulnerable, wide open to the shenanigans, to the, the woman might see him as a mark, or easy target. That's what happens when you don't understand game and when you don't understand female nature. But the women that are coming in, they're willing to do whatever. Most women are willing to do whatever anyway, because he's so successful. That's why a lot of guys will say, well, I don't need no game, because hell, the women do exactly what I want. She's already submissive to me. I don't gotta manipulate her or talk her into doing anything. All I gotta do is just ask. And she follows. She obeys. And he's right. He's right. They do obey. They do submit. They do. But they do. Why do they do it? Because of who he is, what he stands for, what he's done, what he's accomplished. And it's hard to make an argument with a guy that's already accomplished, because the proof is there. He got a successful business, he got a podcast, he got a YouTube channel, he got cars, clothes, he employed his buddies, he gave them jobs. So how you gonna tell this guy what he's doing he should change or upgrade? That's so, to him, that's gonna be a weak argument. He's living, what he's doing is working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you see, that same guy will say something like, hey, let's do what I do. If I can do it, you can. I came from nothing. I was homeless, or I came from a broken home. My mom was a hoe, my dad was an alcoholic or a drug addict. You didn't come from those circumstances, so what's your excuse? How you gonna make an argument with that? I didn't come from those circumstances. But there's a disconnect, because I'm not you. Now maybe I can work my way up to half of what you've become and accomplish half or some of what you accomplished. Yeah, it's possible, but it's not gonna work for everybody. I'll tell you that much. I guarantee you that. And this is what most successful guys, men and women, this is what they don't understand. And this is why you have to be careful who you take advice from. Sure, yeah, you can take some stuff that they've done and accomplished and who they've become and use it to your advantage. Sure. I'm not discounting that. But most successful people are too busy being successful. And they don't really know why the women are attracted to them. They know that the women are around. Just like some women. They know that the guys are around them all the time. They don't even know why the guys are attracted to them. They can't explain it. They'll say, man, I just dress good, look good, smile, have a nice personality. That's what a woman would say, right? That's what she would say. And she's right. That's not wrong. But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. There's some women don't even know why they're attracted to certain guys. Just like they don't understand why certain guys are attracted to them. You know? These fools doing right here, boy. And that makes sense. You know? Because they're too busy being successful. They're too busy doing whatever they're doing. They're busy living their life experience. And I think everyone should be doing the same thing too. But there's different levels to this shit, man. That's all I'm saying. You know? So hey, like, share the video, tell me what you think below. If you want any more help, go to SharpGameAtl. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.